Hey, what's up, everyone? Tournament starts here in 2 minutes, but it took me a while to get everything set up. I think I have everything set up correctly. So today we're going to be playing Izzet Drakes, a deck that I have very limited experience with. Just mostly testing for the Pro Tour. Played it a little bit before Grand Prix Atlanta, and then I played 2 arena competitive events with it last night and liked it so much that I wanted to play it today. So, but bear with me, I haven't played Magic Online in, what has it been, since the Tuesday or Wednesday before the Pro Tour. So it's been over 2 weeks since I've, I guess it hasn't even been that, yeah, it has. Time isn't really, has it been? It has, yes. It's been over 2 weeks since I played Magic Online. So I don't have high hopes for today, but I just couldn't grind through another tournament with Golgari. I had to give up. But my list, it should be right below the picture. If you look right below me, just right here, there should be a Cardboard Live extension. Click it. If you're on your phone or computer, and you'll have the deck list. Yeah, the deck is so much fun to play, especially on Arena, where it's just easy to click and drag and all the spells. I don't know. I've really enjoyed the deck a lot. But yeah, so we're going to be playing the Mocs here. No delay, so hopefully we don't get stream sniped. But if we do, oh well. I know that that's a possibility. But we're just here to have some fun today, so... I think I might even do a little bit of music. What is there any rules with music? If I play music, does that mean that the VOD can't be used? All right, so we won the die roll. Let's check how it looks for y'all. All right, I would love to play first, and we can keep that hand. Alright, so... Alright, so it does seem that I won't be able to... So it seems like I won't be able to have music on if it's copyrighted. I don't even know what music that I could play then. What music is not copyrighted? Like Christmas music? We might, or it might be a tough decision for the opponent, or the opponent just didn't get to the computer right away. Hopefully we don't just have a round 1 bye. I mean, if that happens, we'll just throw Arena up and play that until a round starts. Alright, I'll try that. YouTube. Alright, well, I will try it. And you make me feel like horrible, but I will not give you a reason to destroy me more and more. It might be better not to have sound on. Alright, we got an opponent. No, do we? Our opponent lost connection. Okay, that's what happened. Yeah, I do not like this song. No, whatever. Alright, so our opponent joined the game, so I think we're good for not having a round 1 sleep through. we can just listen to Happy Birthday on loop. Lo-fi radio on YouTube. I mean, truth be told, I just wanted to listen to. I just realized that. So, I really like the movie The Greatest Showman, but I also like the soundtrack, and they just had a celebrity musician remake of it all. So I was just going to listen to that. I like Unhinged and Unstable. I use Unstable in real life now, but I have both. I just have 15 of each land. Now, my brother just steals all of my Unhinged, so I can't even play with them if I wanted to. Like, for Pro Tour Dominaria, he took Mountains and Swamps. For the last Pro Tour, he ended up playing Golgari too, but he took the rest of some more of my swamps and all my forests. So I don't even have any of my Unhinged lands in real life. I know, this is a yawn. I know, I want to be playing Magic. Well, I'll move Magic over to the other screen so I'll get an update when our match comes live, and we'll just throw up Arena and play some Drake Arena if our opponent does not show up for round 1. Yeah, I like the opening hand. I still don't know all the lines. I don't know if I'm supposed to keep Island Opt hands, one-landers. In this hand, I think it'll be contextual to our opponent's turn 1. Alright, so we have a game. So alright, so we're just going to probably lead with Electromancer. Yeah, we're definitely, and since we have Tormenting Voice, we're not going to shock right away. We're definitely leading Electromancer, because if this lives, we have a Phoenix attacking on turn 3, guaranteed already. And we do. Right. Force goes into our opponent's hand. Alright, let's start with Tormenting Voice. And I guess we'll Radical Idea and Shock. Get our Phoenix back. I haven't played Magic Online in so long that I'm worried that I'll misclick through things. Alright, we win. Alright, I have not played Golgari yet. I've been on the other side of this matchup a ton, and Owen Turchenwald sent me a sideboard guide, so we're going to trust in him to make our decisions. He said he had low confidence. Well, actually, I want to deviate. I already want to deviate. So he was thinking about taking Entrancing Melody out, but I was told that Entrancing Melody is really good in the matchup. So he is boarding this in and these out. But I think Entrancing Melody is good. Also, the version that he sent me didn't have a dive down and it had around the mains, and that stayed. So So while I want all these, I don't even know if the Star of Extinction plan is good in the matchup. I also thought that Intrinsic Melodies are good in the matchup as well. Yeah, I don't know. Like Intrinsic Melody is hit or miss in this matchup, in my opinion, from the Golgari side. Sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's not. I've never been Star of Extinction. That's kind of newer tech than when I was playing a ton of Standard. But at the same time, like, what am I taking out for these Intrinsic Melodies? Like, most Golgari players should know that they should... Twitch Foca, I don't have my bot set up for it, but if you look right under me, there should be an extension that you can click and you'll get my deck list. I don't know. Alright, I'm just going to trust them. I'm going to trust them. We're just going to not have any Intrinsic Melodies on the draw. I think I'm going to bottom that. Alright, so I'm just going to Lava Coil that. And the next turn, we're probably going to Discovery, trying to dig deep. Okay, well, we'll do whatever our opponent allows us to do. Ooh, this is... Okay, so this version definitely has Carnage Tyrants. I don't even think I want to Tormenting Voice yet. So we'll just play Sulphur Falls and pass the turn. Now, it would be bad for Vivian to come down. Vivian would be a really bad exchange. It's just really good against our entire hand. There's ways we can get out of it, but we're not set up for a turn 4 Vivian. That's not good. Opponents must be having internet issues. The early delay, the log off, this turn. Alright, Vivian Reed activation. Found a Doom Whisper. Ugh. And we're on mono Crackling Drakes. I mean, I think we just have to play one, which is not the best. This is why I like this side of them. Oh wow, up in the eyes of a Crackling Drake. Oh no. just has the free Vivian on Crackling Drake and doesn't use it, that's not good. That's not good. I don't have a lot of thoughts about this deck. I'm just learning it and exploring it myself. But thank you for the suggestion or the ask on thoughts on additional imagery, including it on this deck list. I mean, even if I'm... Yeah, I mean, it for sure was a Chupacabra, because even if I have Doom Whisper, I'm going to play this, because, like, worst case scenario, like, things can get really out of hand. I guess we put this on top and just hope to find a Phoenix. We're in a lot of trouble. I mean, we're gonna have to, like, shock this. Oh. I mean, we're just gonna have to, like, try to climb to find Star of Extinction. So yeah, I mean, next turn we have to shock and we have to Beacon Bolt the Doom Whisperer. I think those are just two necessaries. We have 6 in the graveyard, so we've got that. Just deciding, tanking on whether it wants the Branchwalker or not. James, are you moving always from green-black, or I assume just playing whatever you think will do well? Sorry if that sounds silly. Usually I am much more competitive and trying to figure out the best deck, but right now in Standard I'm lost because this is the first refreshing format where I really don't know what's the best choice. There's so many different builds of every single variant that I'm chasing my tail. Like, I can't tell you if the Druid, like the version like of Golgar that Seth played, is better than the Matt Nass version, or even like a hybrid where you play Doom Whispers and Ramp, or it's tough. Like, figuring out the best builds of these decks is super complex, and people, like, even including myself with my content, we're trying to find answers, but I don't think they're actually the right answers. Like, I really liked in Jadine's content last week on Star City about, like, the rock paper scissors Golgari mirror match metagame, where you have like the builds that have like all the menageries and stuff like that get kind of beat up by the Planeswalker versions, but the Carnage Tyrant versions, it beats them, and Carnage Tyrant beats the Planeswalker versions, but it's not as simple as that. And along the same thing, you know, these Izzet decks can be built so differently. The Jeskai control decks, like Adrian Sullivan rolled in with such a unique build and won the Grand Prix with it. But like, a lot of people say it's good and a lot of people say it's bad. So I don't even know who to listen to. So honestly, I have the Invitational coming up in 2 weeks, so I'm going to have to like tighten the gears and work a lot harder in the next couple of weeks leading up to SCGCon. But until then, especially today, I just wanted to have a fun stream. And I wanted to stream because I wanted to all week, but I was sick. I'm still just getting over a cold now, but it's almost passed. And I just wanted to stream and play whatever deck I was enjoying the most. And I was playing this deck on Arena last night and having a ball, so I decided to play it. I don't even know if I can play in the Mocs playoff if I qualify today. I don't even know when it is. My schedule's... I never get to play them. It's always either this or like a good Grand Prix that I want to play. So I've just been conditioned to not respect the Mocs events with as much as I should, given my other schedule. At other times, I really deeply cared about these tournaments and tried really hard, even 2 years ago. But for the last couple of years, I just missed too many of them, so my points never matter. I have to take first or second. I've taken third. I've lost in the semis and quarters 3 times now in them. It's a very frustrating series for me. It's one that I've just kind of given up on. Jack Search, best modern deck right now. It's probably KCI. I would guess it's KCI. Squires, talking about streaming the Invitational. No, I plan on streaming the next couple of weeks. I don't know how serious the streams will be. They will have some impact on my deck selection. Odds are I'm just playing Jeskai Control in Modern because it's what I have been playing. I played it in Atlanta. I went 8-4, feeling like I could have won 2 matches if things went a little bit better for me or I played better. It's always difficult to know if, in those long games, if you made a mistake or you just got a little unlucky, but 2 matches I felt like I was winning and lost. So, I mean, I was happy with that result. I didn't play a single game leading up to that Grand Prix. I just messaged Benjamin Nikolic, who I'm going to be working with for the Invitational. I'm going to be helping him with Standard, a format he hasn't played much. He's going to be helping me with Modern, a format I don't play much. Wobbles 808 asking for my Jeskai list of Modern. I don't have one. I just listened to Ben. Ben actually just sent me a deck list and a sideboard guide, and I just used it. Didn't even think twice. Sideboard exactly how he wanted me to. Yeah, James talking about Grixis disinformation campaign. That deck is extremely popular on Arena. I see it a lot. I do think it's good. Wobbles, the Jeskai list felt great in that tournament. I'm so glad I played that over Blue-White Control or any other deck. Again, I don't know if Jeskai Control is one of the best decks in the format. I'm not going to ever get into an argument about what's good or what's not in that format. I just have my opinions that are based off like some of my conversations with my peers, my teammates, and my own feelings. One of the decks that I'm nervous about, I guess if I had to say who I'm most nervous to play in a tournament, it is any grizzled modern veteran that is playing a combo deck when I'm playing Jeskai Control, but none more that I'm more scared of than Edgar Magahalas, I can never say his last name, playing Amulet. I am petrified of getting paired up against him. I just think that deck is really cool and really good and really tough to play well and to know all your matchups and know how to sideboard it well, and all the decisions are tough. And he always seems to get really deep in a tournament, but sometimes just not far enough. So I don't know if that's a product of the deck just having too high of a fail rate, or just a small sample size of not a lot of pilots actually playing the deck. Our opponent, I don't know. Something's happening with our opponent's internet. I mean, I think I'm still logged in. Yep, I'm still logged in. Yeah, this is my first experience back to Magic Online in 2 weeks, and I'm just, behind. My opponent's behind the clock on 13 minutes. Now, I've been playing Edgar a lot lately, and he's a fierce competitor. I will say that. All our matches have been intense. They've been big matches too, like big matches. Well, one of them, I guess one of the last ones wasn't. I guess it was a knockout match at a Grand Prix where him and I had a intense blue-white control versus Storm matchup in the Modern Team event. I had a really tough choice, and I chose one way, and he got extremely lucky but beat me, but the other choice I had would have at least let me live through the turn. And I thought... I thought that I made the right choice, and he did too, but it was a fun one. I don't know who this is, Snapcaster Bolt. It just says no copyright, chill, lo-fi, hip-hop, instrumental. It's pretty good. Alright, well, we win the match. And we took just enough time that I'm not going to pull up Arena because we're so close here. But I woke up late for the Mocs, and we're going to play it until I get 3 losses or 6 wins. Yeah, I'm going to have to check out Jerry's latest podcast that covered Modern. It wasn't high on my list of things that I needed to look at because it's Modern. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Jerry's podcast. I really am. Yeah, is my extension not working? Disposable hero. My extension just should be below my face, and if you click that, you'll get the deck list. But we'll pull it up while we're waiting anyway. Yeah, I chose Drake's purely out of fun value. I don't know what the best deck in this format is. I don't have a deep enough understanding yet. I'm going to do my best in the next 2 weeks to get prepared for the Invitational. And I'm actually going to do my best. The last 2 Invitationals, I have been within a win of top 8ing. And I had 2 great standard results and 2 mediocre modern results. And it was a little frustrating. I mean, I'm not going to complain about top 16ing a wonderful EV tournament, getting $2,000 and going home. And sleeping in my own bed in my own city. Cheers to that. Thank you, Star City Games. But I like top 8s, and I want to top 8 another one of them. The reason that I'm playing Firemind's Research is because I believe it's a great catch-all for the Jeskai matchup. It's also good against Disinformation Campaign, which is played a lot on Arena. But against Jeskai, they have, Teferis, Drakes, sometimes Lyra. They have Niv-Mizzets. And it's a good catch-all. It's something that you can play really early in the game, generate card advantage, and it can threaten their life total, but also make sure to just have a clean answer in play against one of these threats late game. Everyone that's saying, this is awesome, uh, about me streaming. I do plan on streaming more often now. I didn't before because I found playing Magic Online and interacting with the chat to be just exhausting. I did. I couldn't keep up with the chat. I felt like, I'm pretty good at just talking in front of a camera. Or I'm not bad. I'm not going to try to like talk myself up, but being able to do it all was difficult for me because you have to click, all the Fs and there's so many more clicks on Magic Online. So the attention you have to give to it on just a technical level compared to just the strategic side of Magic is complex, and that's what I want to focus most of my energy on, along with the chat. And if I have to deal with all this technical, bull crap, I didn't like doing it. But now that Arena's around, Arena is so much easier to play, enjoy my time. It's more fun. It doesn't feel like work. Streaming on Magic Online felt like work, like straight up work. And when I was doing it, I was just like, if I'm not going to get paid for this, I don't want to do it. But that's not how Arena is. Arena is just, it's fun, it's engaging, it's easy to like hang out with the chat. You just click and drag over and over again. Is Corey I know tested it. I don't know what he's playing. I feel bad for my brother because I'm so lost in Standard that I haven't really been the mentor for him for the format. I've just been kind of, he's like, what should I play? And I'm like, I don't know. Go garbage? Well, thank you so much for the high praise. Well, Snapcaster Bolt, you're the only person that would be happy to watch Moto in silence and chat off. You're the only person. And also, you probably wouldn't like that after the first hour. People say that. People say they want to just be educated in Magic, but there's a level of entertainment that needs to be applied. I learned that on the Versus series. Just looking at some of the metrics when we were doing videos, we would put a lot of work into certain videos where it was just purely educational, and the hits were so much worse than when we were just like, let's play, Gristlebrand combo in Standard against a Bant ramp deck, and the hits are through the roof. So... Freeski 420, that's not a bad assessment. There is a good chance that you should just be playing, if you're just trying to win, playing Golgari or Jeskai. And there's other ways to simplify that, but that might be true. Everyone that thinks that they are going to be more interested in watching a very dull, dry, just plain Magic, no entertainment at all stream, you will get bored of it. Because not every minute is going to be captivating. There's not going to be, there's going to be hours upon hours where you're not learning anything. And so you're going in with the baseline that you think that I am going to be giving you educational advice every minute without using words. And that's just not possible. I'm going to run through game after game after game. I'm going to make a mistake and keep going, and you're going to be like, well, is that the right play? Like, what was that? And we're not going to have a way to interact to tell you it wasn't. It's not going to be good. Jake Mondell, what if your hobby is watching paint dry? Sometimes watching paint dry is probably more entertaining than a game of Magic. Morther, I will be doing more streaming of Arena. Thank you very much. Eventually, after the holiday season, I should have a schedule. I should have my ducks in a row, but until then, I'm just preparing for some tournaments, and then I'm going back home for 10 days. So, I am just setting some foundation of how I feel, when to stream, all that stuff. But I will be streaming more regardless. Like, hey, every time I came back and said I'd stream, I only streamed twice, and I stopped. This is my 4th stream in, like, 10 days. I am super sad, Dylan Hovey, that BBD is gone. It sucks. But we'll see each other a lot. Thanks so much, Bobby the Sloth. What do I bring Rel in against? Well, this sideboard guide had Rel in. So I have Rel for the Mirror and Jeskai. I don't know if it's worth it in the sideboard. I had one main for a while. No, BBD just moved closer to be home with his family. There wasn't anything keeping him in Roanoke anymore, and so he decided to move closer to family since, in all honesty, like, it was Amber and I here and Todd and stuff like that, but that, just a couple friends, where he has a lot of friends that also live closer to where his parents live too. So he decided to move back there, be closer to family, and I think it was a really good choice. BBD moved closer to be closer to Eric. I'm pretty sure that Eric is saying that. Yeah, it is sad that BBD and I won't be having a lot of mutual streams, but whenever I travel up that way, I'll stop in and stream on his channel. How do you decide which sideboard cards you should add as Golgari against Golgari Mirror? Is it just get mono red Boros or mono blue? Are you just asking for an entire sideboard guide for a hypothetical Golgari deck? That's not a question I can answer here. But I like the ambition. No, I think if you watch, oh yeah, the one got deleted. One of the videos I did with Brian got deleted, but his plan is once he gets settled to start streaming too. He wants to stream Magic Arena just like MTG Arena just like I do. He just didn't start yet because he doesn't have a rig, and he's waiting for to move to get that set up. The reason Entrancing Melody is good against white aggressive decks is mostly a Danto Vanguard short answer, but it's a 2-mana answer to grab a Knight, and that Knight can trade with the other Knight, so it's 2 mana to answer a History of Benalia, and that's about it. Sometimes you'll take a Benalish Marshal when the game goes late and you're taking control of it, or if you have a Murmuring Mystic and you get a Benalish Marshal, it's insane. But for the most part, it's just an earlier way to interact with History and a Danto Vanguard, which are 2 cards that are scary to play against in the early turns of a game. Pat, how long does MTGA push a standard ahead of Modern and other formats? I don't think long. I really don't. Standard's been kind of bad for 4 years. It's always been a format where there's just one deck and there's only one way to build it, and it wins, and it wins, and it wins, and it wins. And we've even had decks banned, and that doesn't make for a fun format. It doesn't make for, yeah, to some extent you want to keep playing the same deck for a long period, or a lot of people do, but they also like being able to manipulate their deck, and that's what this Ravnica at least is capable of doing, because there's 5 guilds in each set, so there's enough crossover that you can cards play on top of each other, and you can and play design did a really good job of making some cards better than others in situations, but the other one good in other situations. It's not like you have to play Heart of Karen or Scrounge or Chandra Phoenix, so I think that now Standard is in a healthy spot, and Arena is going to push it too. If Standard was in a bad spot, it would be bad for Arena, and it would probably be we'd see Modern be more. But I would say the back half of next year, the second half of 2019, you're going to see those Standard Grand Prix and SCG Tour Opens numbers go up. I really do. The next round is going to start with 16 matches still in progress. I'm going to guess 10 minutes. I'm going to answer 1 or 2 more questions. I'm going to take a break until the next round's about to start. Well, I'll come back before that, but I'm going to take like a 5 or 10 minute break, grab a quick breakfast because I woke up late and just rushed to Starbucks before the next round. Sorry, we're playing on Magic Online, and I can't just Q. And I want to take this tournament somewhat seriously. I don't want to fiddle between Arena and Magic Online. It always goes to 53 minutes. What does that mean? Oh, minimum 53 minutes in case people like leave the house. So even if all of the rounds are done, it has to go to 53 minutes before it resets. Is that what you're saying? Or are you saying like it like pessimistically, like it always takes the max amount? Okay, it's not a literal minimum. Okay. The deck list for everyone is right below me. If you're watching on a computer or on your phone. If you're watching on a phone, there should be a little widget puzzle piece that you can click and you can get the deck list. But right below me, there should be a Cardboard Live extension. Click it, and there's the deck. Kai. What up, Kai? Nasif is in the tournament, so hardly matters. Is what, Bob the dog, right? Bob the dog, if you want to know, Kai, is already finished with the match and lost badly 2-0. Just so you're aware. Chad, I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all about ghosting. Not today. I said earlier that the Mocs is kind of just a tournament where I just want to play in it. I want to have some fun with y'all. I wanted to stream more this week, but I was really sick. And I'm not too worried about getting streamed and not getting into the Mocs. I don't even know if I can play the Mocs quarterly. I would like to. But since the chips are already stacked against me, to get there, take first or second, get to the actual Mocs Championships, I might as well do what I wanted to do more, which is stream. Venom, I'm actually playing 1-1. I have one Nim Izzet main one side, and I like that split. Wait, concessions hurt your chances to get vaults? Your vault progress? Hey everyone, thank you everyone for watching. Almost 600 people watching me stream the Mocs. Thank you so much for showing up, hanging out for the day. I'm not playing Mirari Conjecture because other people told me not to. I think that it's sometimes good, sometimes bad. I do like the blink of an eye Mirari little 2-card package that can just win games, but people that played this deck more than I have played with it and took it out. So I don't know if that means it's bad or good, but I'm going to lean... If I have people that I respect their opinions, I'm just going to trust them. And I'm not going to research it myself until I have time to do so, which I haven't. So if starting next week when I start playtesting for the SCG Con Invitational, I will... If I'm thinking about if I start here with this deck, because the way that I work on tournaments is I have a reset time. So next Monday, or like tomorrow maybe, if tomorrow's the first day of testing, I'll realize that I have a week and a half of preparation minus 2 days for the Open. And realistically, you know, making content, hanging out with my fiance, things like that. But I'll like look at how much time I think I'll have to prepare. and then I'll like have a little mini reset and stop taking all of the stuff that I've learned and relearn some things. And I find that to be a healthy process of preparation for a tournament. Because, like I said, like I played Golgari for over a month now. Not all of that information is useful. You know, I have to look at things the way they are now. So I might come back to it, but for now I'm not going to worry about it. All right. Well, I'm going to take a 5 to 10 minute break before the next round starts. Head out, watch a different stream if you want. Stay in with the chat. Cool with me. But thank you for hanging out all of this time, and I'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. Well, I picked the perfect time to come back because we are in the 2-minute break before round 2. Teferi is mad because, like, Teferi is the best Planeswalker by far. It's still, Jeskai has won both the Standard Grand Prix in North America, to be fair. So that's real. I'm echoing again? How about now? Oh, did I have 2 things up? Okay, how about now? Okay, cool. Good, but the volume's low? Is the volume really low? Okay, how about this? Alright, tell me if this is better. Yeah, I don't think Rel is that good. All right, here we go. We're getting in. I'm gonna check out the chat every once in a while, but we're gonna play our match since we're in a Mocs. We gotta care. Hey, what's up, Luna? Would you like to play first? I would love to play first, and I would love to keep this hand. I'm being a little cautious with my clicks because I haven't played Magic Online in a couple weeks. So, I was thinking about playing an event just to practice, just to get, you know, it's probably just paranoia. I played Magic Online for years. It's just so intuitively different than Arena. Come on. Would you recommend this build for the PTQGA? I don't know. I don't know if I would suggest any build. If you've played the deck a lot and are comfortable with a certain build, I would suggest that. I'm not an expert in this archetype. Lately, I've been just trusting a lot of other people with this format. Sometimes I have a good grasp of what's going on, so other times I don't. So for now, I'm just going to listen to other people. I forgot how much waiting there is on Magic Online. What is this? Ah! Someone's gonna have to just teach me all the bots. I need to put the bots for like the records. Every time I see someone try to check a bot for like record or whatever, I don't even have a record up, and I don't even know how to use Streamlabs to do that yet. I'm sorry. I'm 1-0. I'm 1-0 in the Mocs. If someone's been with me the whole day and somebody asks a question, just pretend to be a bot. I'll jump onto Arena in between rounds if I have a ton of time, but I'm not going to do it if it's like 20 minutes or less. Thank you so much, Tony the Brody69 for the 100 bits. Yeah, all my opponents are on the timeout plan. It makes for a boring stream, but a really nice way to like win some free matches and feel like we're okay. Never mind. Would you like to pick 2 life? No. I do like whoever suggested this YouTube hit list. This is good. This is really good. Can you whisper in Twitch chat? I don't even know what that is. All right, look, I'm just going to have to talk to somebody that knows everything about streaming and get caught up on all of it. All of the little bells and whistles. Stalking Vulture, there is no delay. I am playing straight up Magic today. We are playing straight up Magic. All right, looks like we are up against Golgari again. Todd offered, but he never actually came over and did that. Todd talks a big game, doesn't he? Oh, you want me to whisper into the mic? Why? I don't believe Warsaw is streaming. I don't even know what Asmar is. I'm so unhip. Oh yeah, can you see my cat now? Luna, say hi to everyone. I mean, I don't know if the opponent's 100% ghosting. They would have gotten this information like 5 minutes ago. So here we go. Alright, I gotta play Sudi. Not a wild growth walker. It's risky because we don't have a ton of red. I mean, I guess we got all the removal in our Tormenting Voices. Red removal and Tormenting Voice. We have 7 outs here. Or 9 outs. Nah. Sad. I was thinking maybe just playing the Electromancer would have been better. Okay, you gotta go. Sweetheart. Oh, Luna. Well, that's not good, is it? She loves this so much, and this makes her not bug me anymore. Not the Vivs. I guess I should have just attacked. I'm not feeling good about this game. Okay, well that's gonna die. They can have the druid. All right, let's opt first. All right. So all we have to do is play spells, and our 2 flyers will kill Karn, and this will be 2, 3, potentially 4. So we can kill Wild Growth Walker if we want to. Excuse me, still getting over that cold. We can also shock and beacon bolt this Wild Growth Walker, and then chart a course for 2 cards. I kind of like that idea. And we can keep this. We can keep this if we do that. So we will shock this. Beacon bolt it. We go to combat, get back our Phoenix. And then we'll just attack with these 2. Kill off the Karn. I mean, I could have used the Charter Course to try to find another Phoenix, but in this spot, I feel like the card advantage is going to be nice. Especially since we're drawing all these mopey Electromancers. Wow. Cast down might be in our future here. They let us draw too, weird. Okay, well, we're just gonna attack and play another Electromancer. If you look down for what we're playing, the Magic Online Championship, for anyone that is curious, and we're 1-0. We're playing a Mocs monthly. It's 8-round tournament. If we go 6-2 or better by the conclusion, we will qualify for the Mocs playoff. There's 4 of them a year. First and second get qualified for the Mocs Championship. Then there is a playoff for points, which my brother is in, I think, 11th. So he would need to. He still needs to qualify for the last one. So if he qualifies today and does well, top 8s or top 4s, the next one, he should have enough Mocs points to qualify for the Mocs playoff or the Mocs Championship. Opponent 100% has Vivian in hand. Chad, I love you to death, but yeah, we know that. We know for an actual fact it's in our opponent's hand. I guess we're playing right into Fine Finality. I just thought about that. Yeah. Oopsie. Come on, deck. Interesting tapping. Finding Walker and Jade Light? Okay. I wonder whether they did shock and keep the Druid up. Oh, come on, deck. What the hell? The opponent 100% just played Finality. Thank you, Chad Penguin. You are on top of things. For anyone that doesn't have eyes or ears, Chad's gotcha. This is game one. I mean, I preyed on Jeskai Drakes at the Pro Tour with Golgari. I played it 4 times. I beat it 3 times. Lost to Yuya deep in the tournament. My draws were pretty bad. His were pretty good. But yeah, I went 3-1 in the matchup. I feel like Golgari decks are favored if they're built well. And I haven't played much Standard in the last week, and so I'm guessing that this matchup has even gotten more lopsided for Golgari. I'm using this Mocs as hopefully just a way to get this deck out of my system. I think it's fun and awesome, but I don't know how good it is. Oh, just another Jade Light. It's no big deal. Ditched the Jade Light, but kept the Squire. That's interesting. There's 4 other. Oh, so I'm gonna have to use the shock on it too. We need one of those busted turns. Alright. We're just too far behind. Alrighty. Well, let's bring in Ral, Stars, Lava Coil, Bacon Bolt. Take out some shocks. Our opponent has a lot of ramp. So I'm going to want these both entrancings. And what else? Oh yeah, take out Niv. It's Rel or Dive Down? Yeah, I'd rather have Rel. I don't know how good Dive Down is in this matchup. I think it's fine, but there's an oversaturation of removal. Yeah, dive down is always the start of one of those busted turns. What the hell? There's like 900 of you watching this right now? That is more... I'm keeping. I'm keeping this hand. BBD, my ex-local friend, says that Chart a Course is the best card in Standard, and my hand has 2 of them. Oh, you want to move the face cam to over the opponents? No, but that would take their life total, and that's important. All right, land. Nope. 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 Why are y'all watching me play Magic? Well, I regret things. I don't know if we're coming back this one. Oh no. We're not gonna come back. 1-1. Ah. I don't know how unlucky I got. Kind of played into a finality in game 1, and then kept a one-lander and didn't get there in game 2. Don't really know how much luck was involved there, truth be told. Felt like I just played bad. And I'm getting made fun of by my friend right now. Whatever. If people are going to watch me, they can watch me. Hopefully they support the stream. Give me some bits if you were ghosting. Too bad there's no cascading threats in that GB deck. Titan, I believe you read Arilax's article and my retort from this last week on Source of Games. Anyone that has SCG Premium, go ahead and check out our articles. Ari had the audacity to call Jeskai Control a mid-range deck. And the best mid-range deck at that. And the Golgari in me was not gonna allow that to stand. So I wrote an entire article based around figuring out what he was right about in his article and what he got wrong. And I wouldn't say it's the best piece of work I've ever done because the topic is so narrow. But there is some really good learning lessons in there if you find them. So take a look at those articles. Well, what should we do? What should we do? I don't know about pulling up Arena because we only have like 20 minutes left, 20, 30 minutes left. And I guess I just don't want to get stuck doing too many things while trying to deal with the Mocs. I guess I could. I just feel like it's going to get stressful, but I want to entertain you. I have 800, 900 of you in this room, so I want to do something of value, of substance. I'm not going to do a cube draft. Like, just no. I'm not. My FF account has nothing on it, so I'd have to log into another account. I only use this account for Moxes. I'm not going to dance. I don't know what BO1 is. If you want to even see, it's because I don't even know if we deserve these, but I'll let you behind the curtain. I just get these things every month because I am a Platinum Superstar, and so I just have to come onto this account and play. I have a bunch of qualifier points that I've like earned myself in other ways. Thank you, a single 5, not ghosting, but sending the bits. I'll accept all the bits. I don't care if you're ghosting or watching. I don't even care if you're watching. Do you have to be watching to send bits? I don't know. But I'll accept all the bits. I don't even know what I can do with bits. But I just now... Somebody told me that I can acquire them, and now I want them. Tell us... I know bits are money, and I know that 150 is $1.50. I do... Okay, I do know a few things. And thank you so much for the donation. Do you have black mana? I do not have black mana for dispersal. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so bits don't have a fee attached to them. Okay, that is good to know. Why are they a worse form of donation? Oh, bits are 1.4 cents? Thank you so much, Skill Paid In. It's very nice to be back. Corpse Dancer, the question is, how much longer do you think MTGA will be in beta? Real quick, I am 1-1. I don't know. Some games are in beta for a really long time. I'm not a professional on those things. I do believe once Magic Arena comes out of beta, though, that they'll fix a lot of these issues. They've been listening, and the thing about Arena that's so amazing is that they're listening to us. They want the best game possible, and they know they need to invest into it and make it better. Magic Online was this program that they've been building up on for 20 years. It's impossible to do the things that they need to do to it, just programming wise. I don't know a lot about programming, but I understand that if you're just building upon a really outdated structure, it's difficult, especially with the thousands of Magic cards that are on Magic Online. Making them all work right is so difficult. But on Arena, it's starting with Standard, and there's, the cards don't need to interact with all of the old cards, so they don't need to program all of that. And that allows them to move around a lot better, I believe. But they've listened to a lot of the things already. I'm really excited. So, the blue names, it's really hard for me to read them and pronounce them. Prolatine Schween. What do you think of Sarkhan Fireblood and Nib? Is it Drake Sarkhan to put Phoenix in the yards and loot? I believe I actually said during testing for the Pro Tour that these are two things that I said about this deck. I think this deck might just be the best deck. I'm not gonna die on that mountain, but I do believe it has a chance to be just the best deck. And that I've seen Sarkhan Niv Mizzet sideboards that looked interesting, especially if you had a cool way to make it on the play and on the draw. I might look into that here in the next week when I explore this deck more for the Invitational. But I just took a list from a friend and went to battle. I don't know a lot about this deck. I'm just having fun today. That's why there's no delay. I'm not taking this tournament that seriously. If we do good, great. If I pick up my third loss, whatever. If I'm not feeling it and we have 2 losses, I might drop because I've got the Alabama game at 3:30. Alabama versus Auburn. So, odds are we'll lose 2 more rounds before then. But when I'm excited. Modern will never die. Modern is a great format. But Arena and Magic, they're going to keep Magic Online around. They've made that apparent. But because Arena's so good, a lot of people are just conceding the older formats and just playing Standard and Limited because Arena's so great. And that's honestly something that, like, they can't be too sad about, right? They probably aren't sad that that's happening. I don't know. I don't speak for Wizards, but people are loving their new program. It's their new thing, the thing that they're really putting effort into making great, and people are loving it. It's being well received. So, you know, they're going to keep going down that pathway. And I'm excited about it because I love Arena. Like I said, I haven't logged on to Magic Online in 2 weeks. Undead Ocean, yeah, as a local player from Winnipeg, I just want to say I think it's awesome that you got your start in my hometown. Big fan. That is a good story if y'all want to hear a story. I actually I grew up in North Dakota where there wasn't a lot of big events, so I didn't play in any. I just played on Magic Online for years. And I even took second, and back then they had this one time a year, a Worlds qualifier. Now, Worlds wasn't the 24-person tournament it is today. It actually was just another Pro Tour, but it was a different structure. There was 18 rounds, 3 days of competition, 6 rounds of standard, 6 rounds of draft, 6 rounds of extended. And I took second in a 550-person qualifier. Now, this is way back in when Mirrodin came out. So it was Mirrodin Onslaught Standard. I played Affinity with Shrapnel Blast. And I took second, losing to Tron. There was a Tron deck back then. It was a Tooth and Nail variant. Maybe it was Cloud Post. It might have been Cloud Post. I think both of them were around the same time. I don't remember which one was which. Maybe they both occupied the same standard space, and you picked and choose. I don't remember. But anyway, I got my start at regionals. I went to a regionals. I took a version of Swathstorm that Tulio Jawadi and I worked on together on Magic Online. It was like the new version of a Storm deck in Standard, and I top 4 it. I crushed this tournament with it. And I qualified for Nationals, went to my first Nationals, my first major event, and lost my win-in to Cedric Phillips for top 8. He also did not make it, but yeah, then I got the itch. I played PTQs for the next 2 years, kept top 8ing them, kept losing in the quarters over and over again. I think 7 times in a row, and I quit Magic. I just quit Magic. I threw away all my decks. Well, I didn't throw them away, but I just threw them in the closet, and I started actually playing different games. And then one day, my buddies Bill and Craig made me go to a PTQ, and I haven't played Magic in a month. I actually haven't played a game of it in a month. And they had an extra spot in their car, and they came to my house at 6 in the morning to pick me up. And I didn't sleep all night because I was playing Left 4 Dead all night. And they picked me up, took me to this tournament, and I won. So then I recalibrated, started testing for the Pro Tour, which I took 9th. And then I started going to more tournaments, and I top 8 at Nationals. And here I am today. But that was in Winnipeg. The PTQ was in Winnipeg. I mean, yeah, it was only a month, but I would have quit. I know I would have. I might have come back casually, but I was so frustrated. I mean, I dedicated a year to going to all these PTQs, and PTQs weren't in my local areas. I had to drive 3 to 6 hours each time I played in one, and I only got 1 or 2 a season because of where I lived. Well, I hope they don't start it with Kaladesh block. I hope Kaladesh block just dies. So there's a block. There's a set that kind of, was it odd? what set was kind of the abyss of Magic. Like, formats never overlapped well. There's a set that just kind of got overshadowed. Maybe it's Onslaught. But there's a lot of like, I'm hoping that format just gets that set just gets ignored. I hope Kaladesh block just dies. What? I wasn't even saying anything bad about Court, but hey everyone, Court BMTG is my brother. Bro, did you win round 2? Because I am 1-1. No, House 56, I am 1-1. Oh man, yeah, Lazarinth. I remember watching the webcast of the Pro Tour and hearing Rich Hagon say "elf freak." Yeah, it was a crazy Pro Tour. I go to my first Pro Tour. I just played in my first Grand Prix, and I think I top 32'd. No big deal. But I go to the Pro Tour, and they're like talking about me in like the pre-game show, the day 1 wrap up. I have feature matches. I have deck techs. I'm just like, what is going on? None of us knew. I lost to Gold Garbage. Well, I took 9th, but before that, people were talking about me before I even got there. Corpse Dancer, how much, this is a great question. How much influence do you think the current play design pros have had on the new standard? I believe it's a, yeah, how much influence do you think the current play design pros have had on new standard? I believe they've had a significant amount of influence on the format. Squeegee79, thank you for the 100 bits. All donations are very much appreciated. So let's talk play design. Now, I only know everything that everyone else does. I read the articles. Michael Majors posted one right after the new set came out. Guilds of Ravnica, their decks that were Future League decks, I was pushing for them to actually be more open about the decks that they build inside, because it's so fascinating. I don't think it ruins things for us. And they've been doing that. But if you just take a look, I believe, I don't know this for sure, but I believe Guilds of Ravnica was the first time that these guys and gals got their hands on this set. Especially the newest recruits of like Michael Majors, Tom Ross, who else are like the newest one? Dan Musser. But anyway, the thing I like about this set, now we can just take a look through this set here. We can use this as a way. So I'm just going to pull up this set on its own. Sorry, I haven't used this program in a while. So we're just going to go 0 quantity, and we're going to take like foils out, show non-foil. Okay, so the issue is it's pretty dark, but I'll figure out which cards I want to talk about. Maybe I'll just talk about the cards. Everyone should know what they are so far. So one of the things that I like about this set is that the abilities stay true to their guilds, but they're not overpowered. They brought Flashback back, but it's not actually Flashback. It still feels good, but it's not busted. And all of them are like that. They found a way, like, they made Siege Worm not that good in Limited, when Siege Worm is normally good. And maybe these things, let's not just give them the credit for random things that they might not have credit for. Let's talk about things that I know that they did well. So back in the day, we had cards like Courser of Krufix that were busted. They were broken, but they're bad for a game. Perfect Information is bad for Magic. It's bad to have Courser revealing cards and us all having perfect information. It slows down the process. We actually have the ability to reevaluate. It also like made for these stupid board positions in the green-white devotion deck where Mastery of the Unseen plus Courser and like I was at the GP once arguing with judges that I just want to put like my manifest token on top of it face up so they don't have to write it all down, all this free information that the game provides. That's bad for Magic, and that was fixed. Experimental Frenzy, right? Experimental Frenzy is you can look at the top. It's not you reveal the top card of your library, you can cast it. These are small little subtle changes to Magic cards that make them feel better, that play better. They're just better. Maybe it's awkward to look at the top card of your library constantly, but it's better than them writing down and knowing the 7 cards in your hand. The same can be said for cards like where is it? I forgot the name. Glowspore Shaman. Glowspore Shaman is like the perfect enabler. Now, they did Golgari wrong in one way. They got too scared of a graveyard-based ability. Graveyard-based abilities have been broken in the past. Like, they don't want to make another Dredge. They also don't want to make too many enablers because enablers then break Modern. Or allow decks to have too much consistency. Too much consistency in Standard is a bad thing because then decks will play out the same way every time. And but Glowspore Shaman is a perfect one. Now, if there's a graveyard-based deck that you want to play, this card is a great enabler. It also makes sure you hit lands, so it gives a Golgari deck the ability to keep more hands. And that's what we see Explore and Glowspore Shaman doing District Guide. It's allowing green decks to keep a higher density of their opening hands because green decks are the decks that need to lean on 4, 5, 6 drops to actually win the games. They need to lean on higher curve things, so they need to keep a higher density of hands so that their fail rate isn't lower. Like if they mulligan, it hurts. It feels bad for green decks to mulligan compared to control decks or Izzet decks. Izzet Drakes, for example, mulligans really well, but it does not play that well from behind. But it can get a huge tempo boost. But so like, when I see this set, I see a lot of powerful cards with a lot of restrictions. These Golgari Finebrokers, it's hard to overlap on. We see like Hypothesis, a great card advantage card that feels different than everything else, has a unique ability. I just think that that's from a limited standpoint. From a constructed standpoint, I like a lot of the rares. I really do. I think they're all very, very good in their own way, and the Planeswalkers feel like they were good. I don't really get behind the argument of like every Planeswalker like Ral is like every other Planeswalker up 3 -3. It's like that's just good design. Like you don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. They play differently. They have their card advantage. They're good. But I believe that this set has a huge, also just like Finality is a great card, but like this one, Flower Flourish, this is like a fixed version of Traverse and Attune with Aether. It's only in Selesnya, but it gives Selesnya this big powerful back end that it can combo with March of the Multitudes, and it turns March of the Multitudes, instead of just, it can make a bunch of 1/1s, whatever, into a way to make your deck more consistent, play less lands, and have this really good finisher with your mythic rare. And these are little tiny things that they did. They're like, we need to find a way to make March of the Multitude better. Well, instead of making an Anthem effect that's stupid, like Tristani has one, but it can die, instead of just making a stupid one like Intangible Virtue, which got banned and block constructed, they found a way to make a Flower Flourish, and it gives green decks more consistency, but doesn't make them flat out as often. And you can see that they gave these green decks consistency, which is very interesting. So, long story short, I believe that I have all the confidence in the world that this was the beginning of a new era of Standard where they have invested into the card design more than ever, and it's showing because this set is very good. Vega, thank you so much for the support. They really abandoned powerful spells and just attach power and creatures, which is sad. I don't know what you're talking about, Yonko. I mean, Jeskai Control has won both the last 2 Pro Tours. Or Grand Prix, sorry, Grand Prix. Uh, Missy Player. Do not know how to pronounce that. Have you ever thought about joining Play Design? Yes, many times actually. I want to end up there, but I've been playing good Magic. I have a team. We just got a sponsor in KMC. Also, this is a good time to announce. If you look down below the screen, if you're on a computer, down there you'll see KMC Genesis. KMC is, I'm proud to announce, our Team Genesis sponsor for the year. And if you go and buy anything from their website and use the access code BRADN, you can have 10% off your next order. So, but anyway, to answer that question, I do want to work at Play Design eventually, but my career has just been great for 4 years. I went to Worlds for 4 years, Platinum. I've been doing well in the Grand Prix circuit, very well. I want to top 8 another Pro Tour, and everything's been just going too well for me. So when I start slipping a little bit, my results start slipping, I will definitely want to jump over there and work for them if they have room. But right now, I just can't justify it. I'm having too much fun playing, traveling the world with my brother, doing well. So I think I said KMC. I hate KFC, so I don't think I would say KFC. I despise KFC. Wait, is there an MTG BBD in here? Did BBD say something and I missed it? Oh, there it is. It is now a distant friend, yeah. Did I miss something? Oh, there it is. I think that Urza's the next set should be centered around draining your opponent for 2, having your creature dodge sorcery speed removal, and 5/5s for 5. Yeah, I believe that. Sorry, Corey, I'm going to have to take the job eventually. I want it. All right, well, I'm going to take a short break before the next round. I'll be back in 5 minutes, and hopefully we will continue to have a winning record. I do not want to be 1-2 in this tournament. So let's try really hard to win the next round. All right, here we go.
Get to making with jive, boy, say shout. When it hits you, yes, in the air, yeah. Yes, you shout. When it hits you, yes, in the air, yeah. Yes. When it hits you, yes, in the air, yeah. Yes, you shout. When it hits you, yes, in the air, yes, in the air. Yes, you holler, yes.
1, 2, 3, do
Alright. Everything's back. I should be back. Everything's good. Okay. What have I been missing? Yeah, that's what PBD was telling me that, oh, perfect. Perfect time for the next round. That Obsidian might not be in the next set because Kaya will probably kill them. That's really sad. I love both incarnations of Obsidian, and I played both a lot. Some old school big band? Nah, that sucks. I do like this channel though. Alright, so here we are for the next round. I like not playing the opponent's lands off of Thief of Sanity. I like just it being spells. I think mana develop. I think cards just shouldn't do it all. I don't think black mana for Dispersal is good. It just makes your mana worse. You shock more. Those are valuable points in certain matchups. And Discovery is so much better than Dispersal in this deck. Daredevil could be good in the mirror, but it doesn't seem that necessary, does it? Like, it seems good, but your deck already does so many good things, and like at 4 mana, like 5 mana, 6 mana, like it's still all about like Nib Mizzet and stuff like that, and just velocity. So I don't think you have room for it for the mirror. You need to make sure your deck can function in other matchups. I believe decks that are like clunkier, like 4 of them were unbelievable in Boris Angels when I played it in New Jersey. Just unbelievable. I played Izzet Drakes 4 times, and they were just phenomenal because my deck is so clunky and power driven, whereas this deck is, you know, getting through its deck a lot. The impact isn't going to be that big in the mirror. I did not write a sideboard guide for this deck. Would you like to play first? Yes, I have 1 on my die rolls. Oh, this hand is so blah. I'm gonna keep it, but ugh. Ugh. Oh no, the weenies. Oh no. I'm just gonna do it now. Yeah, I am playing Lucas Espert. And the Vanguard. How lucky. No, I'm not gonna shock it. I'll shock like the history token. What a start. Okay, so we have a Radical. Still think we just want to attack this turn, hold it back next turn. Well, that was not good. Not the happiest about the way I'm playing this game, but it was probably just all wrong. There's almost 800 people watching me play this deck horribly. I'm good at Standard. I just don't know this deck that well. I just feel like this is all wrong. Another Vanguard? Ugh. We need our sideboard. Oh. Well, I don't think any line we took this... I mean, we had so much removal that maybe there was a line that we could have taken to win this game. I'm guessing Brian and Owen would have had a better chance of winning this game. Wow, this is... okay. We need a good turn. What? Yeah, we're dead. Ugh. Alright, Nib is out. Dive down, Phoenix. Beacon Bolt. And 2 Radical Ideas. Lava Coil, Shivan. Melody, Mystic. Alright. No! Alright, I'm keeping it. We did it last round. We're keeping it this round. We're gonna do it. Yeah, Greed version 2. Gotta believe. Bottom. Come on. No! Ah! Hunted. All right. Give me 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Alright. Alright, the Mocs never happened. We're just playing Arena, playing Izzet Drakes, having a good old time. We didn't play any Mocs or do badly in it. We just played Arena all day, right? Right? That never happened. This is a great Arena stream. We've had a great time. Alright, thank you. Thank you, Asingo5, for the 100 bits. Yeah, we didn't play any, like, there was no Mocs. We've just been playing Arena this whole time. Yeah, Magic Pro 89, this is the Mandela effect. I don't know what you're talking about. We've just been hanging out for 2 hours, enjoying some fabulous Arena, hanging out, having fun. Alright, I'll keep this. For everyone here that was excited to watch the Mocs, well, I guess you're going to have to settle for some fun Arena action. Oh, this is just so much smoother and faster. This is just so much better. I hate how much better it is. Look at how much faster we get through a game. It's absurd. Alright, let's kick it off with this radical idea. Let's opt. Alright, we're going to keep that. Discard this island. Alright, I'm just going to coil this off and get in 2 damage. Not a ravenous chupacabra. Not a land into Vivian Reed. Okay, well, we have a lot in the graveyard, right? Oh, we can just look fancy 7 cards. Alright, so we can take down this Doom Whisperer quite easily. So let's play Electromancer. Yeah, Crackling Drake is... I guess I could have opted to deal an extra point of damage. I guess I want to opt. Alright, well, whatever. We'll be able to kill that and play Crackling Drake. Yeah, we'll keep that. Kind of want to reload with this chart. Alright, so we're going to send this here, send this to the face. Put a little Charlie McDennis. Play this untapped, pass the turn. Alright, so anyone got any questions? Having fun? I am going to be streaming for the next hour, hour and a half, and then I've got a family engagement that I was going to potentially skip if the Mocs was going well, but now that it's not, I'm going to go do that and then go to my favorite establishment, Buffalo Wild Wings, to watch. It's not my favorite establishment, but I do like going to Buffalo Wild Wings and watching sports games, and I'm going to go watch the Alabama-Auburn game. Don't worry, I'm going to be streaming a whole lot more. Trust me. I I was just sick this last week. I was really sick. Like, BBD knows I gave it to him. For him coming over, my local friend coming over and streaming with us, ended up getting sick. Alright, well that's lethal, so I guess we'll just go for lethal and hope the last card isn't a removal spell. Bed Lotus, of course I'm not a fan of your ridiculous soccer, your football. You don't score at all. Did you watch Monday Night Football? It was 51-54. That's so many points being scored. John Robert, Corey will not be on Versus Live for a while. I mean, next time he's in town, maybe, but we will be back at it starting next week, Tuesday. We took the week off for Thanksgiving. Is my list available for Arena? That link doesn't work for it? Okay, I get it. I don't want to start I get that football, American football, has some bad things about it. I get it. I'm just I don't disagree with all of those things. I don't disagree with the kneeling stuff. Infuriated me last year. Not the fact that they were kneeling, all the right wing politics that were involved with it. I'll keep. I believe in peaceful protest. I'm not going down that road. I don't want people to think otherwise. But I like Alabama. I really like Alabama football. I didn't even watch the Monday Night Football game. I was just being ridiculous. But I don't want to... Oh, I don't have a subscription button yet. I don't know how to get one. Pay 2 life. Let's get electric. What, Ben B73, what are you talking about? There is no Mocs. I don't know what you're talking about. I think I can afford just playing another Electromancer here. I've just been... Yeah, I like Bama because of Todd. Todd got me involved years ago when we were younger, and we'd go watch the championship games or the close games, the Auburn game, and we would go to Buffalo Wild Wings and grab a couple drinks and cheer on the team, and I had a whole lot of fun. But as the years went on, I've started to know who the players are and know what year they're in. And for the last 2 years now, I've been a pretty dedicated fan. I've watched almost every game. And even in the games I don't get to watch, I'm keeping updated on my phone. So I'm definitely a fan of Alabama, and that's the only real thing I am a fan of when it comes to football. Play first. Oh, now this hand's... That's a mulligan. A single 5, how to use the cardboard live extension. You should just be able to click below and use it. I don't know if I can. I have to look into it, but I like the Cardboard Live extension. But if I'm not able to do the weird when you scroll over my cards and see them thing, I might have to switch over to a different program to do that. I like that feature. I know what cards are in play as an enfranchised Magic player, but I get it that other people, when they watch, they want a clear image of all the cards. So, especially graveyards, that's a really cool feature for it. If you could win the next PT, but Batman never wins another game, would you make that deal? Yes. Yes. For sure. Alright, we're going to have a really radical turn here. Yeah, the world would want me to make that deal. Arclight Phoenix. No. Oh. We're going to bend this Beacon Bolt. We're going to try to limp into it and Izzet if we have to. Oh, there we go. Okay. Do we want to use this on a creature? No, I'll just radical. If I used it on anything, it'd be a Lean and Vanguard. I'm saving it because a Benevolent Marshal could really mess us up, where we can, like, if we'll have one troublesome turn where we just, like, trade. Alright, well, we're going to be blocking. What? I don't get that. Well, I feel pretty good about this now. Tony Rubeck, what kind of notes do you take during matches to improve your play? Well, I don't take notes during a match to improve my play. I take notes for in-game stuff. If I'm trying to evaluate my game, I'm currently, I would say, we're definitely going to block here and hope to draw some spells for an Izzet later. Sure. I don't think that was a good use. But we do need to draw a spell to feel real good. Interesting little game we're playing. Alright, that's good. Oh, we drew another chart. So now we can just troubleshoot this off for sure. Oh, too good. I'll get back to that question in a second, though, after I do all of this. Them isn't so much fun. We have to play one more to get our spell back anyway. Our Phoenix. Oh, perfect. Play with Izzet is like the most fun card in the world. Sorry I wasn't talking. That's the first time I've done that much with it, but oh my god, that what just happened? I top decked the best card in the format, and I ended up taking everything my opponent had away from them. Oh, this card's so stupid. I'll take the land and just play an Electromancer. Oh yeah, I don't want Todd to knock our opponent's deck. Oh, no Banefire out. Alright, so, talking about notes to get better at Magic. After playing the game for so many years, I find that a lot of my mistakes come from, like, understanding issues, maybe, like, lack of sleep. But for players that, when you make a lot of mistakes, when you make a lot of technical gameplay issues, they can come from a lot of different places. They can come from just the pressure of the match, the pressure of the moment, the stress put on you in a lot of ways, and the way that the best thing that I can advise for players that are trying to get better at Magic is you're going to make mistakes in games, and you have to get better at doing that. But the thing that is most easily controlled is the pressure you put on yourself to perform. Tournaments are already competition and a way to rank each other in skill, so putting your own self-worth into that is just doubling down, and it's not worth it. And there's so many people, and it almost annoys me that will be like, what's your record? And I'll be like, X2, which that means like 11-2 or 10-2, and they're like, oh wow, 3 more and you can top 8. And there's this mentality of how much road is out there to get to the result that you're looking for. And Magic doesn't really work that way. Each match is important. Only 8 players out of 1,000, maybe 2,000, at anywhere from 400 to 2,000 players will make the top 8. It's not this easy place to get. And you also have to be satisfied with different results. Top 16, top 32, they're good in a lot of situations. So you just have to play each match at a time, and you have to focus on that match, and you can't put pressure on yourself like all this external just bull crap, like I can top 8, or I need these many points to get to gold, or I need this status to feel good. And Magic doesn't work like that. I'm not going to care. I don't care how many points you need to get to whatever record you want. I could care less. Should we discard the Steam Vents? It feels risky to discard Steam Vents, but I kind of want to take care of one of their creatures too. Maybe I don't even cast this yet. I think I'm just going to conserve, just play this tapped, and just play some Drakes for the next 2 turns. Well, yeah, the opponent, I think, should be attacking. I do believe if I need to find some Drakes next turn, I might find 1 or 2. I get to look at 6, 7 cards before playing the Tormenting Voice. Squires, I don't even like doing that. When I was going to events, I always set goals to a tournament where just a notch up. The only goal that you should be setting is like the things you can control. How did I metagame? How did I build my deck? How did I sideboard? How did I build my sideboard plans? When I deviated from my plans, was it correct? Did it feel good? Wins and losses don't matter. They're not relevant to what's actually important, in my opinion, at least. All right, we're going to start with a Discovery. We still might play Drake. These are both really good. I'll keep both. I don't know if it's worth keeping the Lava Coil, but yeah, I think Lava Coil is good for these. Alright, we're going to hold back one more turn and maybe try to kill him next turn. We might have enough resources. I guess the best way to put it into perspective is tournament Magic is there's only one person's going to be truly happy with their result, like truly amazed. Like, there's consolation to every other result. LSV took second in the Pro Tour. He was happy, of course, and but like there's part of you that's like, I wish I won, I want to finish that thought. I have only one timer thing though. Alright, so I start with discovery. Bin both of those. I will chart a course. I got a lot of mountains. I do not. I think we can afford to get rid of a mountain. Opt. I'm not really paying attention to this game that much, but whatever, I don't really care. I'm just gonna coil off these two knights so they can't attack. And hope our opponent doesn't draw another conclave. Our hand's so stacked that we should be able to get drakes into play next turn. Yeah, it's exactly, that's right. It's a human thing. It's a human thing to always want more. And, you know, how many times at a tournament do you see, I mean, I see it so often. Somebody is like sad about being X5. Like, so I was 9-1 at the last Pro Tour. I was feeling pretty good. And then I took a loss, and then another loss, and then another loss. And all of a sudden I'm 9-3. And I have another Conclave Tribunal? That's not good. I thought I was just easily winning this game, and now I'm really far behind. Alright, let's find a lot of drakes. Two drakes. Where are my drakes? Alright, let's just go to the next game. This is bad. Alright, sorry, I'm getting so distracted. It's so hard to stay focused on this. So, you know, at the time I'm 9-3 and I'm a little disappointed, but other people that are 8-4 or 7-5 that are having a way worse tournament, and they're like, how you doing? And I'm like, X3, and they're like, well, that's really good, but like, it's not, because I just took 2 losses, and you know, it's human to feel sad about that. But so like, those situations are always going to come up where someone thinks because someone's doing better than they are that they should be happy with that result. And same thing with finishing records. If I lose in the top 8 of a standard Grand Prix and I'm a little bummed about it, other people will be like, that's ridiculous, you just top 8'd. You know, like, if I top 8'd, I would go to the Pro Tour and I would have my first big result, and all these things are awesome. But, like, I've had 15 or 16 Standard Grand Prix top 8s. It's, you know, I do it much more often. It's a perspective thing. So, once you're looking at it through that lens, that it's really hard to satisfy yourself as a human with tournament results. I've picked some metrics that I will always be happy with. If I go 75% or better in a tournament, I will never let myself complain about it. Even if I was X1 and then I lost 2 in a row, like I have last year. I was 12-1 in a GP and I lost 2 in a row and didn't make top 8. But I was like, that is the record that I say is worth being satisfied with. But for the most part, I just play my rounds. I don't worry about what gets me into top 8. Like, I don't even know what my tiebreakers are until once it's relevant. If it becomes relevant information to know what my tiebreakers are, that's when I will know what they are. I think we can get rid of the land, but I want to keep the opt. Squires. I hope some competitive way to arena at some point. I can't travel to events anymore, but I love playing it. Yeah, I'm excited about that. The announcement as well. All right, so we got a lava coil. I think we're just going to take care of this pride mate and just opt at end of turn. Trying to get a land that we should have probably kept. I hope that was a good explanation, or trying to be, of what I'm trying to say. All I'm trying to say is stop putting expectations on yourself at tournaments and just focus on playing the best game you can play. It'll greatly improve your results. The extra stress does nothing. Honestly, back in the day when I was way more bloodthirsty for results, when I was nervous about my place in Magic and I had imposter syndrome really badly, I loved when my opponents were nervous to play against me. I loved it. Now I don't really like it. I just want them to be comfortable and have a good time. I mean, I still want to win. I'm not saying that it's all, you know, rainbows. I kind of have this like resting jerk face when I play Magic. I really don't mean to have that, but I do. Well, that doesn't work. Baffled by the play. Now if I kill it, I get a dinosaur for free. Well, that's the easiest way to find us some drakes. Oh, these are all knights. Oh no, I probably should have coiled something. Well, this isn't good. Oh, protecting the knight token? Nice, I'm gonna steal that. Alright, I'm just gonna say go with the shock. I don't know if this was the right play, but I'm making it. If your opponent draws a land, then... Alright, well, we've got 2 cantrips, and we're both drawn, and we have this, so we should be in a very good position now, unless there's a Hister Benaglio. Alright, this seems fine. Sure. I'm dropping frames? What does that mean? What can I do to fix it? Alright, let's play this. Let's voice. Well, let's try to find a spell. Oh yeah. I am recording with OBS while I stream. Is that bad? I was recording it so that I could potentially upload these to YouTube too. Well, I don't want things choppy. Oh, Twitch lets you upload to YouTube directly? Okay, I'm stop recording. Oh, it says I'm running low on disk space. My computer just said that. God, Twitch is so great. One sec, just let me do something. sec. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Alright. That should be good. Alright, so I should restart the game still? Is it still bad, or did that help? Well, actually, everyone, I think this is a good spot to pause for the day. Well, for now. But I might be back later tonight after the Alabama game. Like I said, I'm really excited about streaming, and I want to be doing it way more often. I was sick for the last week, but I have a family thing that starts at 2, and then the Alabama game, so we have to be there on time. So I should start getting ready. But all right, modern. If you know how to play KCI, I'd play KCI. I'm not a big fan of Band Spirits, honestly. Well, Master Marshmallow, you can go check out the VOD. That'll be up after this is over. And the YouTube playlist is great. I'm going to be using a lot more. All I typed in is copyright free playlist lo-fi radio. And I have liked all of it. How did you put RAL mainboard? I just took one and put it in the main deck. And that was it. That's all I did. That's all I had to do. It was pretty easy. Try a match and see. I see what you're doing. But yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. Sorry to stop the stream abruptly, but I got to get ready to go do something. But then after the Alabama game in like 6-7 hours, I might be back to do a night stream if everyone would be interested in that, and I might start taking a more serious look into Standard for the Invitational. But thank you for watching, everyone. I will be back either tonight or tomorrow, and I will see you all then.